but I can keep everything down there. I don't like outbuildings. I really don't. If I had my way, they'd all be in the ground. I was going to put that truck body that's over there that I was in earlier down in here, but my tractor won't handle it. And you know, you talk to somebody with a car carrier and they have no idea, you know, oh, it's not a car, you know, or oh, I can't just drive up, I got to do something. Oh, I'm glad I came over here. This isn't it. So what the hell is this? There's the pulley. This has an antenna on it. And it's got a counterbalance with a pulley, so if the tree moves, it moves. And the other side has a cordage on it. But what the hell is this? Is this a backup piece? Or is this... Oh, wait a minute here. I may have a broken antenna line. Yeah, somewhere up there there's an antenna wire. So I'm going to have to find it. Because this was attached to it. And apparently, if I can get behind a tree here, hold on. There we go. Oh, it's still there. Okay, it's still there. See it? Okay. So what the hell is this from? I have no idea. I'm going to have to come over here and let some of this down so I can see what the hell it is. It looks like it's connected to that pulley over there. See it coming up and down? Huh. Glad I came over here. Okay, I don't want to just leave it hanging, but I don't want to tie it up to anything until I know what the hell it's... Let me just tie it on here for now so that the wife doesn't trip on it. There. There's our lights back here. And here we go here. About 8 years ago or so, a storm took a tree down there. It fell over across that. My plan was to get up there and cut it. However, if I started cutting it down, I was going to have problems because of the root. The way that it worked. It got pulled up out of here. It was all in here. And right now that root, because it's got rock and everything in there, is so heavy, if I were to start cutting off the other side, this is going to come tumbling down and take the fence with it. So I've been waiting and it starts to wash out over time. Because at one time this was just a big ball. I'd be able to touch it. But over time it's finally starting to wash out over the rain. But you can see the rocks and everything in there. This tree grew into the rock system with very little hold. So I'm glad it fell that way. Well, you know what? If it fell this way, it would have taken the fence down, but it would have been cut up and gone by now, and the fence would have been repaired. So anyway, this eventually was gonna, this whole rock, which I was on the other side before when I showed you, showing you the power line and all that. I was going to take the fence and go all the way around it because, you know, like I say, it's ours, and I thought it would have been nice for the guys, you know, the boys to run up there and screw around. So, but I went and I bought all kinds of, what you call it, to sink into the rock so I can grab onto it. This guy's got a tree sticking out of the back of his truck. Or is that a branch that fell into it? I gotta find out. I gotta talk to him. That's John. That tree right there is ours. I'd really like to get it down. I gotta find out. John said at one time that he'd have it taken down if I didn't want it there. But it's not his responsibility. But I don't like the way it's sitting there because, again, it's in rock, believe it or not. Let me get back over here. So, but that tree, eventually I got to get it out of there. I got to talk to him about it. I was going to have somebody come out and do it. He gave us permission to pull the truck in because this is going to have to be taken down, you know, piece by piece. But we never got to it. It was my cousin. And this is one of those trees, there was two of them, that I wanted him to do. And I told him I was going to pay him for it. I didn't want it for nothing. He took a couple down already and I paid him for it. I said, you give me your price, I'll pay. He goes, just pay me for what the guys cost me and my time. You know, and the fuel. No, Bob, that's what you want. So he took down two small trees over in the driveway where we put the fence up. It cost me $500. You know, well, okay. You know, it took him a day. He had two guys with him. You know, but I don't want him to work for nothing. So I was talking to him because I had a tree over there where the trailer is, and that one, and I wanted them both taken down. And he says to me, "Well," he says, I'm in the middle of. Oh, I left the tractor way over there. I brought it with me so I didn't have to walk around. And what am I doing? Walking around. There's another birdhouse. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. It's the same thing on the other side. I was going to put a solar panel on it so that I can give them a little bit of light around there if they wanted it, and the light would generate heat in the wintertime. So anyway, he says to me, I'm trying to find work for the guys. My contract is up and I got to re-sign a new contract with the city because he had a city contract. So, you know, the guys were always busy. And this and that. I said, Bob, while you're out hustling work to get your guys working, I got 2 days worth of work here for you. But he just couldn't understand that. I mean, it was almost like he thought he was doing it for nothing. But I'm paying you, guy, you know. So you got 2 days worth of work for your guys. Leave them here and let them go find more work. See, his problem is him. Even his father had problems with him because he doesn't want to listen. Yeah, everything is his way. We all have that in us, you know, but sometimes you have to think about it. You know, especially when you have other mouths out there that you have to feed. He always relied on the contract with the town that he was working. And with that town contract, he had to have two bucket trucks. He had to have two what do you call it? Crews ready to go and on the road, and a couple of pickers and a couple of the things they dig out the roots with, and those were all remote. He worked all those off remote. They were gas operated, but everything worked off remote.